Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Chris. I want to read you one of my favorite books. This was my son's book, so it's a little tattered up, you can see. And I had it with my older son, and now I've got it with my younger son, and he is a lot bigger than you. It's called Love You Forever by Robert Muchus. See the little boy there? Love you forever. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. The baby grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. He ran around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelf. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, This kid is driving me crazy. And he was a little 2-year-old, got into all kinds of things. But at night, when the 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door in the room and she crawled across the floor, looked up the side of the bed, and if he was really asleep, she'd pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And while he rocked, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll love you like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be. The little boy grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. There he is, running through the house. And look at the mud on the floor. See the mud? Uh-oh. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door of his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up on the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she'd pick up that 9-year-old boy and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Now this little baby is 9 years old now. The boy grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, and he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. But sometimes the mother felt like she was in the zoo. See him singing? I'm like, uh-oh. He had a pizza party. At nighttime, when the teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door of her room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she'd pick up the great big boy and rock him back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living. My baby you'll be. He's going to pick up that little teenage boy now and rock him. The teenager grew, and he grew, and he grew, and grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across the town. There he is. That's the teenage boy. He grew up. He's leaving his mama now. But sometimes in the dark of the night, the mother got up into her car and drove across the town. What's Mama going to do? Uh-oh. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened the bedroom window, crawled across the floor, looked up to the side of his bed. If the great big man was really asleep, she'd pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. She's getting older, and he's getting older. Look at, there's the ladder she climbed up to give him to rock him. Well, that mother, she got older, and she got older and older and older. One day she called up her son and said, I'm very old and sick. So the sun came to see her. When she came to the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. The son went to his mother, picked her up, and rocked her back and forth, and he sang this song. "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living. My mommy you'll be." When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Now he's gone home to his house. And there he's got a baby. He went to the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in her arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." That's the end. So no matter what, friends, your mom's going to love you for always and always and always. Love you forever. All right, it's getting closer to Wednesday, the graduation. I see you then. Bye.